Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's demo on Uttar Pradesh PG Medical. This is a simple process, Uttar Pradesh PG Medical registration. Most of you would have completed it, but still, because there were a lot of requests, we are going ahead with it. Uttar Pradesh PG Medical notification came in a few days back, and the registration started 2 days back. The registration is available till 28th 5 p.m. Note that when we say registration, the completion of registration is online registration, paying the registration fee of around 3,000. And then also paying the 30,000 or 2 lakh security deposit. You will have to complete payment of the security deposit by 28th 5 p.m. for you to be eligible for the process of choice filling. Uttar Pradesh is an open state. Right from round 1, they allow all state candidates to participate for the private institute seats. All 100% seats of private institutes except for the minority institute 50%, everything is available for all candidates across India. Uttar Pradesh follows a specific eligibility criteria for UP government seats. Only Uttar Pradesh MBBS candidates, whether they are domicile of Uttar Pradesh or outside Uttar Pradesh, only Uttar Pradesh MBBS candidates are eligible for the government seats. And even within that, even if you are an Uttar Pradesh MBBS from Uttar Pradesh, but you have done it in AMU, BHU, AIMS Gorakhpur or AIMS Raebareli, then you are not eligible for Uttar Pradesh government quota seats. Everybody is obviously eligible for Uttar Pradesh private seats. And note that you have to complete your security deposit payment, and that is the end of the registration process. Now, Uttar Pradesh NEET portal, you go to upneet.gov.in. They have a different portal for notifications. You can follow ZyNerd under the announcement section. You will have that information. Once you go to this portal, just scroll down. It is not there in the top link. Just scroll down to the bottom of this page and you will see this particular link. As you scroll down from here, you will see registration for state merit. This is for UG. You will have to go to PG Counselling registration for state merit, this particular link, and then go ahead with the payment. It will take you to this particular page, which will have the candidate registration for counseling for NEET PG. Now you will click on this particular course selection. When we say course selection, there is a distinction here. There is a lot of confusion among candidates on this too. One, MDMS is available for all candidates because it is an open state. Every candidate can register for the MDMS part. DNB is available only for in-service candidates of Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh, there are government medical colleges or government hospitals offering DNB, right? Within that, 50% is given to the state, which is Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh state conducts counseling for 50% of DNB 2020 DNB government hospital seats. But that is only for service candidates of Uttar Pradesh. Not everyone can participate. Even if you are UP MBBS, UP domicile, you cannot participate in it. So if you are looking at DNB and you are selecting DNB, then you have to be an in-service government service candidate of UP. So basically, this is to say that if you are not an in-service candidate, select MDMS, and that is the only thing that you're eligible. If you are in service, you have to do 2 registrations, one for MDMS and one for DNB. Also be aware of that. Now we'll go into the next page. Once you click on this and enter your roll number and your email ID and enter the CAPTCHA. So select NEET PG Counselling for MDMS, enter roll number, candidate registered email ID, exactly what you had given in the NEET PG exam, and then enter your CAPTCHA. Don't worry about whether you have access to the email ID, don't have access. That is all fine. You can go ahead because only if you enter the email ID, it will allow you, first of all. So whether that email ID, you get something, etc. later, that all can be sorted out. Don't need to worry about it. Now here, you go to the candidate registration for counseling, and then after clicking on login over here, if the credentials are right, it will take you to this page. The details will be auto-populated. Basically, your roll number will automatically come up, your photograph will automatically come up, NEET rank, and every information will automatically come up over here, whatever is mentioned over here. Note here that NEET score is mentioned as NA. Don't worry about it. For everyone, it is NA. There is no NEET score this year. There is a NEET percentile only. They would not have received the score from whom? NBE itself. Okay, you would have seen it as part of the scorecard and derived it. They would not have received it. So wherever there is an application form, this part will be a little confusing. Don't worry about the marks, NEET score, etc. If there is a NEET percentile, leave it as it is. Okay, so that is how it is going to be this year. Now the registration page, once you click on next over here, it will take you to a long page, registration page, which will have all the details, right? It says data required from counseling, your photograph over here, your roll number, and then a whole list of details that is listed down over here. We will go through each field one by one on what it is and what you need to fill. First, we'll start with the domicile field. You can select on clicking the drop down, you will see UP other than UP. If you are an Uttar Pradesh domicile, you need to have an Uttar Pradesh domicile certificate from the government of Uttar Pradesh. You are an MBBS from Uttar Pradesh, does not mean you are a domicile of Uttar Pradesh. You have to get an UP domicile certificate from Uttar Pradesh. That is possible only if you are resident of UP. You will have to get it from the Tahsildar. If you are domicile, then select UP. This does not define your eligibility for government seats. If you are an MBBS, later they will ask whether you are UP MBBS and give you government seats eligibility. This is only to understand whether you are UP domicile. So very clear, you have an UP domicile certificate, select UP. If you don't have an UP domicile certificate, select other than UP. If you are from another state, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra native, select other than UP. This does not define government quota eligibility. So just select as it is, as it should be domicile. Now once you select UP domicile, we will take 2 slides to explain what will be there once you select UP domicile. If you select UP domicile over here, you will see the categories listed: unreserved, other backward class, scheduled tribe, and EWS. Select whichever is applicable. If you select unreserved, you will not see any other requirement, but if you select other backward class, you will have this particular thing, category certificate details. For other backward class, SC, ST and EWS candidates, the certificate has to be provided. So you will see this. Note that for EWS and OBC candidates, the certificate should be dated 1st April 2024 or later, issued after 1st April 2024. So if you're selecting other backward class, mention the certificate issued number. The certificate should be from Uttar Pradesh. I am an MBBS from Karnataka. I am an MBBS from Uttar Pradesh. I am from the state of Karnataka. I am an MBBS from Uttar Pradesh. I can't claim reservation in Uttar Pradesh. So in that scenario, even if this comes up somehow, don't fill in any choices. So you would select UP domicile, other backward class, only if your UP domicile, enter the certificate number, issue date. For SC, ST category, there is no issue date, there is no specific validity date. You can select the issue date directly. Certificate issued from, it will list out all the Uttar Pradesh districts only, very clearly telling the certificate has to be from Uttar Pradesh. And then you move on. Let us say you selected not UP domicile. So we had actually selected domicile UP here. You saw all these details. If you selected other than UP, you are from Karnataka, did MBBS from UP, or you are from Karnataka, did MBBS from Karnataka, looking for Uttar Pradesh open seats. Then in that case, you select other than UP, you will see again this list. This list was not there last year. This year, this complete list has come up. Possibly has to do with eligibility, but don't worry about all this. Whichever category is in your NEET PG scorecard, mention that. Let us say it says other backward classes, mention other backward classes. You are not going to get any reservation because you are not a domicile of UP. There are not going to be any private seats because all private seats don't have any reservation. So it does not make a difference whether you say other backward classes or UP unreserved or SC, ST, etc. if you are other than UP domicile. And it will also not ask you for a caste category certificate. If it asks you for something, then go back and start from the beginning. Clearly select, it will not ask you. Subcategory. So that is pretty much as far as for domicile, non-UP domiciles is concerned. So we'll move back to the next fields. So you have selected, let us say this is an example of UP other backward class. You go on to subcategory. Subcategory will have NA or persons with disabilities. Persons with disabilities will choose PWD. If you choose person with disability, you will have the certificate issued by field which will come up, and within that you will have to choose the 16 centers, one of the 16 centers where you have to get your PWD certificate for this year. You would have already got it by 25th, which is basically today. Today is the last date to get the PWD certificates. Now next is you move on to the minority status. Minority status will say NA or religious minority. Uttar Pradesh has reservation for Jain minority and Muslim minority only. But still, if you belong to any of these religious minority religions, basically Muslim, Sikh, Jain, Buddhism, Christian, then you select religious over here. If not, select NA. If you select NA, obviously religious, please select religion. That will automatically become NA. If you select religious here, this will be listed out. Note that only Muslim and Jain minority have reservation that in the private institutes. Otherwise, there is no point in selecting. You can, by anyways, being a religious minority, you can give those correct religion over here and that is listed out. Now once you do that, you next fill up the address details, your state and district. This does not matter, whichever, there is no communication that is going to come in your state or district. It does not matter which domicile you are from. This does not define eligibility anyway. It is just a residence address, no way related to I am part of this I have an UP domicile certificate. I now live in Rajasthan. If I give Rajasthan here over, will that create a problem? No problem. Your domicile certificate has to be from UP. That is enough for claiming domicile. Your current residential address, you've gone there for some reason, staying there for some reason, doesn't matter. You give whatever address is mentioned over here. Next comes the most important field. So below this address is where you will see the MBBS pass from. MBBS pass from will define the eligibility for government seats of Uttar Pradesh. So there are two options. First option is colleges situated in other states including AMU, BHU. So either complete list of other states, there you have done your MBBS, one, or within UP you have done your MBBS in AMU, BHU. In that scenario, you will say colleges situated in other states including AMU, BHU. AIMS Gorakhpur, AIMS Raebareli are not given, but over here whatever is given, based on that you can select. So if you did your MBBS in UP, excluding in AMU, BHU, in KGMU, and or let us say in LRRM, etc., then you will select colleges situated in UP excluding AMU, BHU. So if you select, this does not depend upon the domicile, whether you are UP domicile or not. This is what defines eligibility. Now let us say the candidate selects colleges situated in Uttar Pradesh excluding AMU, BHU. This candidate is eligible for government seats because UP MBBS other than AMU, BHU. Uttar Pradesh will be listed automatically. Select your internship completion date and move ahead. Let us say you select colleges situated in other states including AMU, BHU, other state, Karnataka, or AMU, BHU in Uttar Pradesh. Your options are other state or Karnataka. So in MBBS pass state, you select Uttar Pradesh if you did it in AMU, BHU. If you select other than Uttar Pradesh, both will not be eligible for government seats over here. Select the internship completion date and then move on to service in UP PMHS. Provincial Medical and Health Services is the, basically for in-service category or in-service reservation or incentives in Uttar Pradesh. Here you will select yes if you belong to Uttar Pradesh in service. You have completed your bond period in Uttar Pradesh, that is not under PMHS. You will not be able to claim in-service for DNB or this particular in-service criteria. It is Provincial Medical and Health Services of Uttar Pradesh, which is a cadre in itself, which is appointment by the government of Uttar Pradesh. Only then you will select yes. If you are not aware of what this is at all, then it is highly likely that you are not part of PMHS. PMHS candidates will clearly know that they will have to select yes. You select yes even without knowing what it is. Already the list has been generated. They have already applied. So you are not in PMHS service as provided by the health department will clearly pop up, which means you have not applied. If you are PMHS and you get this, connect with your data health with your health department for further queries. You can select no over here. Usually you will select no and then move ahead if you are not PMHS. Have you completed any diploma? No, I haven't completed any diploma, or yes, I have completed a diploma. If you say yes, then it will ask your diploma course name and then you can give your diploma course here. This is not a very relevant field as such. There is no ineligibility because of that. A diploma holder can also go for an MD. This is just a reference for possibly the fact that you might do 2 years at a later point in time instead of 3 years if you are doing an postgraduate in a degree course. Now enter your password. Password is exactly like All India, something like Notepad at 123 with a capital N, like we mentioned the other day. So enter your password and confirm your password. Put in the captcha image, and at any point in time till here you can go back to the data and edit. Once you click over here and submit, it will give you a final check. In the final check, again the NEET score will be NA, not an issue at all. Check everything very clearly. Every part will be clearly mentioned. Your address will also be populated from your address, and institute will be populated like we saw on the first page directly from NBE. The address that you are giving now will also be populated, and you clearly check which your MBBS college is. Colleges situated in other states including AMU, BHU. If you select this, you will be eligible only for private seats. You have to select colleges situated in Uttar Pradesh excluding AMU, BHU for government seats. So this part very clearly select. It has to be Uttar Pradesh as state if you are looking for government seats. So check that and then move on. After this part, your application will not be entertained. Note that Uttar Pradesh does not have a second login facility because you are logging in with your registered number. Whatever you submit here will be the final one. Grievances, etc. may happen later, but that is secondary. There's no assurance of anything that is like that too. So please check and finally submit. Check this multiple times before you submit. And then go ahead and check over here. Once this is done, you have to once the submit is done, you have two things to do. One, pay the registration fee, and second, pay the security deposit. How can you do that? You come back to the UP NEET page, the page that we initially saw. Go back to the UP NEET page. Over here, scroll down. Here you can click on any link. Registration for state merit, pay registration fee, pay security money. Everything will take you to the same page, which is this page, and then which is this page that you're looking at, and then select your course again, enter your roll number, registered email ID, and enter CAPTCHA image. When you select pay registration fee, it will ask you for your password. So that will also be different. You can go through this link, or you can go through the other link which will ask for your password. Once you enter, you will have this pay registration fee link over here. What is it? The pay registration fee. Under the menu, you'll also see all your details. Now, once you click on pay registration fee, it will take you to the payment. Now, same way, after you complete your pay registration, you can go back here to the first page. We're just taking you through those so that it is extra clear, and click on pay security money under PG counseling and enter your username, your roll number, password, and then once again it will take you to the same page where you will see pay security money. So first you pay the registration fee. First you complete that and then come back and pay the security money. Pay registration fee, on click, it will take you to these two payment gateways. I have an SBI credit card. Can I use it under SBI? I have a non-SBI credit card. Can I use it under SBI? I have a non-SBI credit card. Can I use it at ICICI? Anything can be done. Your net banking, credit card, debit card, all options are available within this. UPI is unfortunately not available. Let us say you click on SBI. You will get this page which will say SBI net banking, other bank net banking, state bank debit cards, and credit cards. So you can go on and then go ahead with that. Now, if you take Easy Pay, you will have, if you click on Easy Pay, you will have this particular page which will be net banking, debit card, credit card. If you have a non-SBI credit card, preferably you come here and enter any debit card. Within this, in case you want to go to another bank, there is also this option. Like SBI had this option of other bank net banking. ICICI has this option of, Easy Pay, which is ICICI, has this option of other bank net banking as well. Debit card, credit card, any debit credit card you can give. When you go to other bank, you will see all the banks, both in SBI and this, you will see all the banks, almost all the banks, you won't miss out. And then after that, you come in and may pay your security deposit through the link available over here. Only if you complete payment of your security deposit, your complete application form filling is over. 28th 5 PM, you have to get your security deposit paid. Don't think that you can pay it before the time of choice filling. Whether they extend, whether they will give it a possibility or not, we don't know. Some queries from candidates are there on whether you will be able to just register now and pay the security deposit later. Be very clear that we don't know whether there will be a possibility. Last time there was a possibility. So finally, before leaving, this is a very, very critical clause as far as UP's registration is concerned. You will see that this time they have mentioned only candidates registered on the dates prescribed above will be eligible to participate in the process for first round, second round, third round, and the stray round. There will be online registration will not be open for every round of counseling, which means if you miss out now, there is a high possibility that you will not be able to register. We don't know what will happen, but they have clearly mentioned, and you cannot go back and claim that I missed in round 1, give me an opportunity in round 2. Even if you want open seats, register now. In case your cutoff is less than the eligibility limit, we would suggest you to wait. For such candidates, it is almost sure that there will be another time, another registration open if your cutoff is lesser now, and there is a cutoff reduction later. For cutoff reduced cutoff based eligible candidates, they will open up later. But at that point, if you are currently 70 percentile, whether they will open it up for you, no assurance, and they have clearly mentioned it will not be open. So unless you are below 40 percentile or 50 percentile based on category, don't take a chance thinking that they will open it up later. If your cutoff is lesser than 40 percentile or 50 percentile accordingly, you are not eligible, then wait for cutoff reduction. They will actually open it up. There is no other. Currently, they have clearly mentioned that the portal will be open only for once for online registration for list of eligible candidates. Only those who have been declared successful will be eligible. Okay, so that is pretty much. In case you have any queries, you can always call us up or let us know. If you're a subscriber, you can call us directly and let us know your queries. We'll also be running the round-wise rules. Uttar Pradesh has already published the round-wise rules, but still some of these are different in the current notification. This is not part of the PG rules of Uttar Pradesh. This is not part of the brochure of Uttar Pradesh. This is a new rule that they have intimated. Similarly, so we wait till the end almost to come up with the rules. All India's brochure is also not out. We'll do that at the earliest possible. We'll also be running a few sessions on demos, not every session. Karnataka we will be running because we know that it is very, very complicated, but others which are very, very simple, you have any queries, you can call us if you're a subscriber, or email us, we'll support. Always look at the demo. That is what we would suggest before emailing us. You will ask us one query over email. There's a 48-hour window. If you just look at the demo, 15 minutes, you will be able to get the answers for most of the queries. Thanks a lot for watching.